today's video, I will show you how to be a good animator or have good animation. Now, the first step into being a good animator is to practice. Always practice, because practice does become perfect. You can always go into the Stick Notes app and make sure that you at least animate something. If it's even a walk animation, a run animation, and jump animation, any animation it can be. As long as you started that animation and you finish it and you're satisfied with the animation that you have created, that will give you a step to becoming a really good animator. And to be a good animator, you also should know the 12 principles of animation. I will link a video that will teach the 12 principles of animation in the description below, so you can go check it out. But one of the main things in the 12 principles of animation that I feel like I should have known when I just started animating is easing. When I started animation, I didn't know anything about easing. I didn't know what easing does. I didn't know the impact easing will have on my animations. So when I started, my animations were choppy. They were all over the place. They had no storytelling to them. When I started learning about easing, and when I watched the 12 principles of animation, I started to learn a lot more about animation, anticipation, easing, so many other principles that really made my animations better over the years. So I feel like to really be a good animator, you should go and learn the 12 principles of animation, and also practice easing, slow in and slow out. I also have videos on my channel that teaches how to do easing, so you can also check that out. But to have good animations, you have to make sure that whatever you're animating is what you want to animate. So if you're a person that likes fighting, you like fighting stick figures or fighting animations, and you want to go down into creating those stuff, what do? You learn different fight scenes, you learn different fight moves, you learn different combos. It's good to animate one character first and animate the combo, then going straight into a fight, to make sure that you have a good understanding of the combos that you have created or the combos that you want to create. And to get choreography, you can also watch fight scenes on YouTube. You can watch movie fight scenes, you can watch karate fight scenes. There's so many of them on YouTube that you could grab a reference on and know how to animate or know the combos to them. You could also watch your favorite animator, your favorite stick figure animator that does fight animations. And maybe their combos look really, really good, but you don't copy all of their animation. Maybe you see a certain move that they do in the animation and you're like, okay, maybe I could reference that. I can maybe reference it, put it in my own way, and I can do whatever flow, whatever I can do in it. And animation always have storytelling, no matter what type of animation you're making. I feel like animations always have storytelling, even if it's just a simple fight animation, because you have to make sure that you have the moves in your mind, you have the combos in your brain, you have the choreography of what you want your animation to be. That is storytelling. And good choreography really impacts your animation really, really well, where it's watchable and where people will really, really like it. So I feel like if you're going into the fighting animation criteria in animation, you should learn how to have good choreography, easing, yeah, basically that. So yeah, this video might be a little short. I may make it a little watch me animate at the end. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure, but that's the things that I do to become a good animator. I know I'm not the best animator, but to be a really, really good animator and to have good animations, you have to learn these things. You have to know the 12 principles of animation. You have to know ease in, which is also principle of animation, and you have to practice every single day, and you will lack motivation. There are times where you will animate and you will lack motivation, because I have lacked motivations a lot of time, but I still push forward and animate, or I will watch animations, and that influence me, that inspire me to continue to animate. So I just go instant notes and I start finishing a project or whatever. And to be a good animator as well, you should always finish your projects. That's the problem with me, when I always start a project and I never ever finish it, because I get lazy or I lack the motivation to finish the animation. No, always find a way to finish the animation that you've started, because I feel like it builds character. And if you feel like you want to start a new project, you can always go back to the first project that you have made and finish it. That also shows discipline, because you started one animation already, and even though you started the next one, you know that okay, the first one I've created, I've had a couple frames on it, I'm gonna finish it. And trust me, you feel really, really satisfied when you finally finish that animation. So always keep that in mind. Always try to stay motivated. And even if you're not motivated at all, watch animations. Watch animations, watch people animate. I feel like those type of things really inspire you, or like will give you motivation to start animating, because that's what I do and it works. It helps me. So that's basically it. The main one out of all of this is practice. You have to always animate to become a good animator. You have to always animate. So, yeah, thank you all for watching this video. I will do a time lapse of me animating at the end. So, yeah, see you next time.